Heavenly Father, I come before you this morning with a thankful and humble heart, grateful simply to be awake, grateful simply to breathe, grateful simply to be here in your presence as a new day begins. Before my thoughts rush ahead, and before the weight of responsibility settles in, I pause to acknowledge you as the center of my life and the source of all that I am. Thank you for watching over me through the night, for protecting me while I slept, and for giving me the gift of another morning. Thank you for your mercy that is new today, for your faithfulness that never fades, and for your love that greets me before anything else does. I do not take this moment lightly, Lord, because I know every breath is a gift, and every sunrise is an act of your grace. I come to you quietly, sincerely, and openly, ready to begin this day with you. Before we continue, type "Thank you, God" in the comments, and write your own morning prayer below, offering the Lord the words that are resting in your heart today. Father, as I begin this morning with you, I choose to place my heart in alignment with your will and my mind under your peace. I thank you that I do not walk into this day alone, uncertain, or unsupported, because you go before me in every moment. I may not know everything that today holds, but I trust the one who holds today in his hands. Thank you for being present in the ordinary moments, in the quiet moments, and even in the moments I do not yet understand. Thank you for being patient with me as I grow, as I learn, and as I continue to place my trust more fully in you. This morning I surrender my expectations and receive your guidance instead. I begin this day resting in the assurance that you are with me. Our Father in heaven, I honor your holy name with reverence and gratitude as this day unfolds before me. Your name carries power, peace, authority, and love far beyond anything this world can offer. I thank you that your name is a refuge when I feel weak and a shelter when I feel overwhelmed. You are not distant or unreachable, but near, attentive, and deeply involved in my life. I lift your name above my worries, above my plans, and above my fears. May my thoughts, my words, and my actions today reflect the honor due to you. I desire that my life would quietly glorify you in everything I do. Father, I welcome your kingdom into my heart and into every part of my day. I ask that your will would guide my decisions, shape my attitudes, and influence the paths I take today. Help me to release my own need for control and trust in your wisdom instead. I thank you that your plans are good, even when they unfold slowly or differently than I expect. Teach me to listen for your direction and to follow with humility and faith. Let my desires align with what brings you honor and brings life to my spirit. I choose today to walk in obedience, not out of fear but out of love for you. Lord, thank you for the daily bread you provide, both seen and unseen, physical and spiritual. Thank you for meeting my needs in ways I recognize and in ways I often overlook. I am grateful for the strength you give me, the clarity you offer, and the provision that sustains me. Even when I worry about tomorrow, remind me that today is already held in your care. Help me to trust you for what I need in this moment, without fear or doubt. I receive today's portion with gratitude, knowing you are faithful to provide again tomorrow. My heart rests in your provision. Father, I thank you for your forgiveness, which renews me and frees me each day. I am grateful that you do not hold my mistakes against me, but invite me into grace and restoration. Help me to forgive others as freely as you forgive me, releasing resentment, bitterness, and old wounds from my heart. Teach me to walk in compassion, patience, and understanding toward those around me. I thank you that forgiveness brings peace to my spirit and lightness to my soul. Today I choose grace over judgment and love over offense. I receive your mercy with humility and gratitude. Lord, as I step into this day, I thank you for your protection over my heart, my mind, and my path. Lead me away from anything that would distract me from you or pull me into unnecessary stress. Guard my thoughts from fear and my spirit from discouragement. I trust you to guide my steps and keep me grounded in truth and peace. Thank you for being my defender, my guide, and my constant companion. I move forward today confident that I am covered by your presence. Father, as this morning unfolds, I thank you for the quiet strength you place within me when I choose to trust you instead of rushing ahead on my own. I am grateful that you are not a distant observer of my life, but an active presence walking beside me through every moment. Thank you for the gentle reminders you give me to slow down, to breathe, and to remember that you are already at work. When my thoughts begin to race, draw my attention back to you and steady my heart with your peace. Help me to move through this day with awareness of your nearness, rather than anxiety about outcomes. I rest in the truth that nothing I face today surprises you. I am safe in your care. Lord, I thank you for the gift of this present moment, for the grace to live today without being burdened by yesterday or consumed by tomorrow. Teach me to appreciate the simple blessings that surround me, the small joys that often go unnoticed when life feels busy. Thank you for the air I breathe, the ground beneath my feet, and the steady rhythm of life you sustain. I am grateful for the moments of quiet and the moments of purpose you place throughout my day. Help me to remain mindful of your goodness in each one. Let my heart stay soft and receptive to your presence. I choose gratitude as my posture today. Father, I bring my plans before you and place them gently into your hands. I acknowledge that while I may prepare and hope, you alone see the full picture of what is ahead. Thank you for guiding me even when the path is unclear, and for redirecting me when I need correction. I trust that your wisdom far exceeds my understanding, and that your timing is always right. Help me to remain flexible and open to your leading rather than attached to my own expectations. When things unfold differently than I imagined, remind me that you are still working for my good. I surrender control and receive peace in return. Lord, I thank you for the strength you provide for both visible challenges and the quiet ones no one else sees. You know the areas of my heart that feel tired, the concerns I carry silently, and the places where I need encouragement. Thank you for meeting me there with compassion rather than judgment. When I feel weak, remind me that your strength is enough and that I do not need to carry everything alone. I am grateful that you offer rest for my soul and renewal for my spirit. Teach me to lean on you throughout the day instead of waiting until I feel overwhelmed. I trust you with every burden I carry. Father, I thank you for the people you bring into my life today, whether for a moment or for a season. Help me to interact with others with patience, kindness, and understanding, reflecting your love through my words and actions. I am grateful for opportunities to encourage, to listen, and to serve where you lead me. Guard my speech so that it brings peace rather than tension and hope rather than heaviness. Let my presence be gentle and grounding to those I encounter. Use me quietly as a vessel of your grace. May my interactions honor you. Lord, I thank you for the peace you offer that is not dependent on circumstances. Even if today brings challenges, uncertainties, or unexpected moments, I trust that your peace remains steady within me. Help me not to react out of fear or frustration, but to respond with calm confidence, rooted in you. I am grateful that your peace guards my heart and mind when I choose to rest in it. Teach me to pause and seek you before responding to difficulties. Let your peace shape my reactions and guide my decisions. I receive that peace now with gratitude. Father, as I continue into this day, I thank you for your constant faithfulness. You have carried me through moments I once thought I would never overcome, and you continue to sustain me now. When doubt tries to creep in, remind me of all the times you have already proven yourself trustworthy. I am grateful for the testimony of your goodness, written throughout my life. Let remembrance strengthen my faith and gratitude deepen my trust. I choose to move forward with confidence, knowing you are with me. Thank you for being my steady foundation. Father, I thank you for the clarity you bring when my thoughts feel scattered and my focus feels pulled in many directions. I am grateful that I do not need to figure everything out before I move forward, because you guide me step by step. When my mind becomes noisy with worries or questions, gently draw me back to what truly matters. Thank you for reminding me that your presence is more important than perfect answers. Help me to trust you even when clarity comes slowly. I choose to rest my thoughts in your truth rather than my own assumptions. I welcome your calm into my mind this morning. Lord, I thank you for the inner peace you grow within me as I learn to rely on you more deeply. I am grateful that peace is not something I must earn, but something you freely give when I place my trust in you. Even when the world around me feels hurried or uncertain, you offer a steady stillness within my heart. Teach me to protect that peace by returning to you throughout the day. Thank you for being my anchor when emotions rise and circumstances shift. I receive your peace again and again with an open heart. Let it remain with me as I move forward. Father, I thank you for the quiet confidence you place in me when I remember who I am in you. I am grateful that my worth is not defined by productivity, approval, or success, but by your love alone. When comparison or self-doubt tries to take root, remind me that I am seen, known, and valued by you. Thank you for calling me your own and for walking patiently with me as I grow. Help me to carry myself today with humility and assurance, rooted in your truth. I choose to believe what you say about me rather than what fear suggests. I stand grounded in your love. Lord, I thank you for the grace you give me to begin again each day. I am grateful that yesterday's mistakes do not disqualify me from today's blessings. Thank you for meeting me with mercy instead of condemnation and hope instead of shame. Teach me to extend that same grace to myself and to others as I move through this day. When I feel tempted to be hard on myself, remind me of your gentle patience. I receive this day as a fresh opportunity to walk with you. I step forward renewed by your kindness. Father, I thank you for the way you speak through stillness, through gentle nudges, and through quiet reassurance. I am grateful that you are not found only in loud moments or dramatic signs, but in the soft awareness of your presence. Help me to listen carefully for your guidance as I make choices today. Teach me to pause before acting and to seek you before deciding. Thank you for being willing to guide me in even the smallest details of my life. I trust that you delight in leading me. I open my heart to your direction. Lord, I thank you for the strength you provide to remain patient when answers take time. I am grateful that waiting with you is never wasted, even when it feels uncomfortable. Help me to trust that your timing is purposeful and kind, even when it stretches my faith. Thank you for using seasons of waiting to deepen my character and strengthen my dependence on you. When impatience rises, gently remind me that you are still working. I choose faith over frustration and trust over control. I rest in your perfect timing today. Father, as this morning continues, I thank you for the quiet joy that grows when gratitude fills my heart. I am grateful that joy does not require everything to be perfect, only that you are present. Thank you for moments of lightness, hope, and reassurance you weave into my day. Help me to notice and cherish them rather than rushing past them. Let gratitude soften my heart, and joy strengthen my spirit. I choose to carry this joy with me into every moment. Thank you for being the source of it all. Father, I thank you for the way you steady my heart when life feels uncertain and the road ahead feels unclear. I am grateful that I do not need to see the full picture to trust the one who is guiding me. When questions linger and answers feel delayed, remind me that you are still present and still working. Thank you for teaching me that faith is often choosing peace even when understanding is incomplete. Help me to release the need for certainty and embrace trust instead. I place my confidence not in outcomes but in your character. My heart rests in your faithfulness. Lord, I thank you for the gentleness with which you lead me, never forcing, never rushing, always inviting. I am grateful that you know my limits and understand my weaknesses without judgment. When I feel pressure to move faster than I am ready, remind me that your pace is perfect. Thank you for allowing growth to unfold naturally and patiently in my life. Help me to walk steadily rather than hurriedly, listening closely to your guidance. I choose to move forward with calm assurance instead of anxiety. I trust your timing completely. Father, I thank you for the quiet courage you place within me to face what today may bring. I am grateful that courage does not always feel bold or loud, but often looks like steady faith and quiet perseverance. When I feel hesitant or unsure, remind me that you are walking beside me. Thank you for strengthening me from the inside, even when circumstances feel demanding. Help me to take each step with confidence, rooted in your presence. I choose not to shrink back in fear, but to move forward with trust. Your strength sustains me throughout this day. Lord, I thank you for the way you restore my soul when it feels worn or heavy. I am grateful that I can come to you honestly with my weariness and find rest instead of pressure. Thank you for offering renewal that goes deeper than physical rest, touching my heart and spirit. When my energy feels low, remind me that you are my source. Help me to recognize when I need to pause and receive your peace. I welcome your restoring presence into every part of me. My soul finds rest in you. Father, I thank you for the lessons you teach me through both ease and challenge. I am grateful that nothing in my life is wasted when placed in your hands. Even moments that felt confusing or painful have shaped me in ways I now appreciate. Thank you for using every season to draw me closer to you. Help me to remain teachable and open to growth, even when lessons are difficult. I trust that you are forming something good within me. My life is safe in your hands. Lord, I thank you for the way you help me release worry and choose trust again and again. I am grateful that you do not grow tired of reminding me to place my concerns before you. When anxious thoughts return, gently guide me back to peace. Thank you for being patient with me as I learn to let go. Help me to remember that worry does not add value to my day, but trust brings freedom. I place my concerns in your care once more. My heart chooses peace today. Father, I thank you for the protection you provide in ways I can see and in ways I may never fully know. I am grateful that you guard my steps and surround my life with your care. Thank you for shielding me from harm and redirecting me when needed. When fear tries to take hold, remind me that I am safe in your presence. Help me to walk confidently knowing you are watching over me. I trust your protection completely. I move forward without fear. Lord, I thank you for the wisdom you generously offer when I seek you. I am grateful that you guide my decisions with clarity and patience. When I feel unsure about which direction to take, remind me to pause and listen. Thank you for leading me through peace rather than pressure. Help me to recognize your guidance, even in subtle moments. I trust you to direct my steps wisely. My choices rest in your care today. Father, I thank you for the relationships you have placed in my life, each one serving a purpose. I am grateful for those who support me, encourage me, and walk alongside me. Thank you also for the relationships that have taught me important lessons, even when they were challenging. Help me to respond to others with grace, patience, and understanding. Guard my heart from bitterness and my words from harm. I choose love and compassion in every interaction. Let my relationships honor you. Lord, I thank you for the ability to begin again each morning with renewed hope. I am grateful that no matter what yesterday held, today is filled with new opportunity. Thank you for reminding me that your mercies are fresh and available. When regret tries to pull me backward, help me to step forward instead. I receive this day as a gift, not a burden. I choose hope over discouragement. I walk forward renewed by your grace. Father, I thank you for the quiet joy that comes from knowing I am never alone. I am grateful that your presence goes with me into every place and every moment. Thank you for the comfort of knowing you see me, hear me, and understand me fully. When loneliness tries to whisper lies, remind me of your nearness. Help me to find contentment in your companionship. I welcome your presence into every part of my day. My heart finds joy in you. Lord, I thank you for teaching me to trust you not only in outcomes but in the process itself. I am grateful that you work through gradual growth and gentle refinement. When progress feels slow, remind me that you are still shaping something beautiful. Thank you for being patient with me as I learn and mature. Help me to celebrate small steps forward. I trust the process you are guiding me through. I rest in your ongoing work. Father, I thank you for the peace that comes when I release comparison and focus on my own path. I am grateful that you have uniquely designed my journey with purpose. When I am tempted to measure my life against others, remind me of your individual calling for me. Thank you for valuing faithfulness over visibility. Help me to walk confidently in the path you have set before me. I choose contentment over comparison. My journey is secure in you. Lord, I thank you for the strength you provide when I feel emotionally stretched. I am grateful that I can bring my feelings honestly before you without fear. Thank you for meeting me with understanding rather than judgment. Help me to process emotions in healthy ways, guided by your truth. When feelings feel overwhelming, anchor me in your peace. I trust you with every part of my heart. You hold me gently today. Father, I thank you for the way you teach me to trust you in the unseen. I am grateful that even when I cannot trace your hand, I can trust your heart. Thank you for reminding me that faith often grows strongest in quiet moments. Help me to remain steady when progress feels invisible. I trust that you are working beyond what I can see. My faith rests securely in you. Lord, I thank you for the grace to move through this day. With humility and openness, I am grateful that I do not need to have all the answers to walk with confidence. Thank you for inviting me to rely on you instead of myself. Help me to remain teachable and responsive to your guidance. I choose humility over pride and trust over self-reliance. I walk forward leaning on you. My confidence is found in you alone. Father, I thank you for the hope that gently fills my heart as this morning continues. I am grateful that hope is not based on circumstances, but on your unchanging nature. Thank you for reminding me that better days can still unfold ahead. When discouragement tries to linger, lift my eyes toward your promises. I choose to expect good because you are good. Hope rises within me as I trust you. Lord, I thank you for your constant presence that never wavers throughout the day. I am grateful that you remain with me, whether moments feel peaceful or challenging. Thank you for being steady when life feels unpredictable. Help me to stay aware of you as I move through each moment. I place my trust fully in you as this day continues. You are my foundation and my peace. Father, I thank you for the steady reassurance you place in my heart. When doubts try to surface, I am grateful that you gently remind me of your promises when my confidence feels fragile. Thank you for being patient with me as I learn to trust you more deeply each day. When uncertainty creeps in, draw my attention back to what is true and unchanging. Help me to remember that your faithfulness has never failed me. I choose to anchor my trust in you, rather than in shifting emotions. My heart rests securely in your truth today. Lord, I thank you for the way you calm my spirit when I feel pulled in many directions. I am grateful that I can come to you when my energy feels scattered and find clarity instead of confusion. Thank you for inviting me to slow down and refocus on what truly matters. Help me to release distractions that drain my peace. Teach me to prioritize stillness with you throughout the day. I welcome your calm presence into my thoughts and decisions. My spirit settles as I near to you. Father, I thank you for the compassion you show me when I feel overwhelmed by responsibilities. I am grateful that you never ask me to carry more than you are willing to help me bear. Thank you for reminding me that it is okay to pause, breathe, and ask for help. When the weight of expectations feels heavy, guide me back to balance. Help me to approach each task with grace, rather than pressure. I trust you to give me strength for what truly matters. I move forward with peace instead of strain. Lord, I thank you for the quiet confidence that grows when I remember that my value is not tied to performance. I am grateful that I am loved simply because I am yours. Thank you for freeing me from the need to prove myself or earn approval. When I feel tempted to measure my worth by results, remind me of your unconditional love. Help me to walk today with humility and assurance, rooted in you. I choose to rest in who I am in you. My identity is secure in your love. Father, I thank you for the gentle reminders you give me to remain present rather than rushing ahead. I am grateful that you invite me to experience today fully instead of worrying about tomorrow. Thank you for teaching me that peace is found in the now, not in anxious anticipation. Help me to stay attentive to your presence in each moment. When my thoughts drift forward, guide them back to gratitude. I choose to be fully present with you today. This moment is enough because you are here. Lord, I thank you for the strength you provide to handle unexpected moments with grace. I am grateful that you equip me to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Thank you for giving me the ability to pause and seek you before speaking or acting. When challenges arise, help me to remember that you are still in control. Teach me to trust your guidance in moments of uncertainty. I rely on your wisdom throughout this day. You steady me in every situation. Father, I thank you for the kindness you show me, even when I am unaware of it. I am grateful for the countless small mercies you extend daily without recognition. Thank you for protecting me, guiding me, and providing for me in quiet ways. Help me to become more aware of your goodness, woven into ordinary moments. Let gratitude sharpen my awareness of your care. I choose to acknowledge your kindness throughout the day. My heart responds with thankfulness. Lord, I thank you for the grace to let go of what no longer serves me. I am grateful that you gently guide me away from habits, thoughts, and patterns that weigh me down. Thank you for offering freedom instead of condemnation. When I struggle to release old ways, remind me of the peace that comes with obedience. Help me to trust that what you remove makes room for something better. I surrender what needs to be released. I receive renewal in its place. Father, I thank you for the way you encourage me when progress feels slow. I am grateful that you celebrate faithfulness even when growth is not immediately visible. Thank you for reminding me that small steps matter and consistency carries value. Help me to remain patient with myself as I continue to grow. Teach me to appreciate progress rather than perfection. I trust that you are pleased with my efforts to walk with you. My journey unfolds under your care. Lord, I thank you for the peace that comes when I place my future in your hands. I am grateful that I do not need to have everything planned to feel secure. Thank you for holding my tomorrow just as faithfully as you hold my today. When concerns about the future arise, gently remind me of your promises. Help me to trust you one step at a time. I place my hope confidently in you. My future rests safely with you. Father, I thank you for the ability to forgive and release what has hurt me. I am grateful that you help me heal without forcing me to forget. Thank you for guiding my heart toward freedom rather than bitterness. When old wounds resurface, remind me of the peace that forgiveness brings. Help me to extend grace even when it feels difficult. I trust you to bring healing where it is needed. My heart opens to restoration today. Lord, I thank you for the support you provide through both people and moments of solitude. I am grateful that you know when I need connection and when I need quiet. Thank you for being present in both spaces. Help me to appreciate the balance you create in my life. Teach me to listen to what my heart truly needs. I trust you to meet me in every season. You are sufficient for me. Father, I thank you for the wisdom you share when I ask with sincerity. I am grateful that you guide me without confusion or fear. Thank you for speaking through peace and clarity rather than pressure. When decisions feel heavy, help me to seek you first. I trust you to direct me toward what aligns with your will. My steps are guided by your wisdom today. I walk forward with confidence. Lord, I thank you for the joy that quietly grows when I focus on what I have rather than what I lack. I am grateful that contentment is available when I center my heart on you. Thank you for teaching me that joy is a choice shaped by perspective. Help me to recognize abundance even in simple moments. I choose gratitude over dissatisfaction. My heart fills with quiet joy today. Father, I thank you for the reminder that I am always learning and growing. I am grateful that you do not expect perfection, only willingness. Thank you for meeting me where I am and guiding me forward patiently. When I stumble, remind me that growth often comes through persistence. Help me to remain open to learning throughout this day. I trust the process you are leading me through. You walk with me patiently. Lord, I thank you for the calm assurance that comes from knowing I am deeply loved. I am grateful that your love does not fluctuate with circumstances. Thank you for being constant when everything else changes. Help me to rest in this truth when insecurity tries to rise. I receive your love fully and freely. My heart is strengthened by your presence today. Father, I thank you for the quiet strength you build within me as I continue to rely on you. I am grateful that dependence on you is not weakness, but wisdom. Thank you for teaching me to lean on you rather than striving alone. Help me to remain aware of your support throughout the day. I choose reliance over self-sufficiency. My strength is renewed in you. Lord, I thank you for walking with me through every moment of this day so far. I am grateful that your presence remains steady and reassuring. Thank you for being my guide, my comfort, and my peace. Help me to continue moving forward with trust and gratitude. I place the rest of this day in your hands. You are with me always. Father, I thank you for the quiet steadiness you bring to my heart. When emotions rise and thoughts feel unsettled, I am grateful that you do not rush me through my feelings, but meet me with patience and understanding. Thank you for allowing me to feel deeply, while also guiding me toward peace. When emotions threaten to overwhelm me, remind me that you are greater than every feeling I experience. Help me to sit with you until calm returns to my spirit. I trust you to guide my heart gently and wisely. My emotions rest safely in your care today. Lord, I thank you for the awareness you give me to recognize what truly matters. I am grateful that you help me distinguish between what demands my attention and what deserves my peace. Thank you for teaching me to let go of unnecessary concerns that drain my energy. When distractions compete for my focus, gently realign my priorities. Help me to invest my time and attention in what brings life and meaning. I trust you to order my day with wisdom. My focus returns to you. Father, I thank you for the courage you grow in me to face conversations, decisions, and moments I may be tempted to avoid. I am grateful that courage does not mean fear disappears, but that I move forward trusting you anyway. Thank you for walking with me through moments of discomfort and uncertainty. When I feel hesitant, remind me that you are present and supportive. Help me to speak truth with kindness and act with integrity. I rely on your strength to guide me. I step forward confidently with you beside me. Lord, I thank you for the gift of rest you offer even in the middle of busy days. I am grateful that rest is not only found in stopping, but in trusting you while I move. Thank you for reminding me that I do not need to earn peace through productivity. When my pace becomes hurried, invite me back into stillness with you. Help me to work from a place of rest rather than striving. I receive your rest for my soul today. My heart remains at ease in you. Father, I thank you for the insight you provide when I reflect honestly on my life. I am grateful that you help me see areas where I am growing and areas where I still need grace. Thank you for guiding me without condemnation. When self-criticism tries to take hold, remind me of your gentle correction and encouragement. Help me to view myself through your compassionate eyes. I welcome growth, guided by love, not shame. I am becoming more like who you created me to be. Lord, I thank you for the peace that comes when I accept that I do not need to rush my journey. I am grateful that you are not measuring my progress against anyone else's timeline. Thank you for honoring the pace that is right for me. When impatience arises, remind me that growth takes time and care. Help me to trust the unfolding of my life under your guidance. I choose patience over pressure. My journey unfolds safely in your hand. Father, I thank you for the resilience you build within me through challenges I never would have chosen. I am grateful that you use even difficult moments to strengthen my faith and character. Thank you for carrying me through times when I felt stretched beyond my comfort. When I look back, help me recognize how you sustained me. I trust that you will continue to strengthen me as I move forward. My resilience is rooted in you. I stand steady because you support me. Lord, I thank you for the compassion you awaken in my heart toward others. I am grateful that you help me see beyond surface behaviors and understand deeper needs. Thank you for softening my heart, where it once felt guarded. Help me to respond with empathy rather than judgment. Teach me to listen well and love patiently. I trust you to shape my heart to reflect yours. Compassion flows through me today. Father, I thank you for the wisdom to know when to speak and when to remain silent. I am grateful that you guide my words with care and intention. Thank you for helping me avoid unnecessary conflict and choose peace instead. When I feel tempted to react quickly, remind me to pause and seek you. Help me to speak words that bring healing and understanding. I rely on your guidance in every conversation. My words honor you today. Lord, I thank you for the safety I feel, knowing my life is held in your hands. I am grateful that nothing I face today exists outside of your awareness. Thank you for being attentive to every detail of my life. When uncertainty feels unsettling, remind me that you are already present in what lies ahead. Help me to walk forward without fear. I trust your care completely. My life rests securely with you. Father, I thank you for the humility you teach me as I learn to rely on you more fully. I am grateful that humility brings freedom, rather than limitation. Thank you for reminding me that asking for help is a strength, not a weakness. Help me to remain open and teachable throughout this day. I choose reliance on you over self-sufficiency. My confidence is rooted in your guidance. Lord, I thank you for the gratitude that continues to grow as I become more aware of your presence. I am grateful that gratitude changes how I see the world around me. Thank you for opening my eyes to blessings that were always there. Help me to maintain this grateful posture even when challenges arise. I choose thankfulness as a daily practice. My heart remains anchored in gratitude. Father, I thank you for the hope that quietly sustains me during uncertain seasons. I am grateful that hope does not depend on immediate results. Thank you for reminding me that you are always working behind the scenes. When waiting feels difficult, strengthen my faith. Help me to hold on to hope with patience and trust. I believe in your promises. Hope remains alive within me today. Lord, I thank you for the sense of purpose you give my life, even in ordinary moments. I am grateful that my days matter to you. Thank you for using simple acts of faithfulness for greater good. Help me to recognize purpose in what may seem small. I trust you to multiply obedience into impact. My life carries meaning because you guide it. Father, I thank you for the reassurance that you are near, even when I feel quiet or unseen. I am grateful that your presence does not depend on how I feel. Thank you for remaining constant regardless of my awareness. Help me to trust your nearness even in silence. I rest in the knowledge that you are always with me. Your presence surrounds me today. Lord, I thank you for the gentleness you show me when I need correction or redirection. I am grateful that you guide me without harshness. Thank you for loving me enough to lead me toward what is better. Help me to receive correction with humility and trust. I know you desire my growth and peace. I welcome your guidance into my life. Father, I thank you for the quiet confidence that grows as I continue this day with you. I am grateful that confidence rooted in you is steady and secure. Thank you for reminding me that I do not need to fear what lies ahead. Help me to continue walking with trust and calm assurance. I place the rest of this day into your hands. You walk with me faithfully. Father, I thank you for the quiet awareness you give me of your presence as this day continues to unfold. I am grateful that even when I am busy or focused on tasks, you remain close and attentive. Thank you for gently reminding me that I can turn my thoughts toward you at any moment. When I feel disconnected or distracted, draw my heart back to you. Help me to remember that you are not far away, but always within reach. I choose to remain aware of you throughout this day. Your presence brings me peace. Lord, I thank you for the strength you give me to remain calm when situations feel uncertain or unexpected. I am grateful that I do not have to react out of fear or pressure. Thank you for teaching me to pause and breathe before responding. When challenges arise, help me to remember that you are still in control. Guide my reactions with wisdom and patience. I trust you to steady me in every circumstance. My heart remains calm in you. Father, I thank you for the grace you offer when I feel stretched emotionally or mentally. I am grateful that you understand my limits and never demand more than I can give with your help. Thank you for inviting me to rest in you, rather than pushing myself beyond what is healthy. When I feel tired, remind me that it is okay to slow down. Help me to care for my heart and mind with wisdom. I receive your grace for this moment. You renew me gently. Lord, I thank you for the clarity you provide when decisions feel complicated. I am grateful that you guide me not through confusion, but through peace. Thank you for helping me recognize when a choice aligns with your will. When I feel uncertain, teach me to wait rather than rush. Help me to trust that clarity will come at the right time. I place my decisions in your hands. You guide me with care. Father, I thank you for the patience you teach me as I interact with others throughout the day. I am grateful that you help me extend grace even when situations test my understanding. Thank you for reminding me that everyone is carrying something unseen. Help me to respond with kindness rather than frustration. Teach me to listen fully and speak thoughtfully. I trust you to shape my interactions with love. My responses reflect your heart. Lord, I thank you for the humility you cultivate in me when I choose to learn rather than defend. I am grateful that growth often comes through listening and reflection. Thank you for helping me release the need to always be right. When pride tries to rise, gently guide me back to humility. Help me to remain open to correction and insight. I choose a teachable spirit today. My growth is guided by you. Father, I thank you for the quiet joy that comes from trusting you with outcomes I cannot control. I am grateful that I do not need to manage every detail of my life. Thank you for reminding me that surrender brings freedom. When worry tries to return, guide me back to trust. Help me to rest in the knowledge that you are working for my good. I release control and receive peace. My heart remains light in you. Lord, I thank you for the awareness you give me of moments that invite gratitude. I am grateful that joy often hides in simple experiences. Thank you for opening my eyes to beauty in ordinary surroundings. Help me to pause and appreciate what is easily overlooked. Teach me to cultivate thankfulness in every circumstance. I choose to notice your goodness throughout this day. Gratitude fills my heart. Father, I thank you for the compassion you place in me toward myself. I am grateful that you teach me to be gentle with my own growth. Thank you for reminding me that progress is not always linear. When I feel disappointed in myself, guide me toward understanding rather than criticism. Help me to treat myself with the same grace you offer me. I trust you with my imperfections. I am growing at the pace you intend. Lord, I thank you for the steadiness you provide when my energy begins to fade. I am grateful that you renew my strength when I lean on you. Thank you for reminding me that I do not need to rely on my own resources alone. When I feel weary, draw me closer to you. Help me to receive renewal rather than pushing through exhaustion. I trust you to sustain me. My strength is refreshed in you. Father, I thank you for the sense of belonging that comes from knowing I am yours. I am grateful that I do not need to earn my place in your love. Thank you for calling me by name and holding me close. When feelings of isolation try to surface, remind me of this truth. Help me to remain rooted in the assurance of your care. I belong to you completely. My heart feels secure. Lord, I thank you for the freedom you give me to be honest with you at all times. I am grateful that I can come to you without pretending or hiding. Thank you for welcoming my true thoughts and emotions. When I feel uncertain about how to pray, remind me that you understand my heart. Help me to remain open and sincere with you. I trust you with every part of me. You receive me as I am. Father, I thank you for the peace that settles when I remember that you are always working, even when I cannot see it. I am grateful that your work does not depend on my awareness. Thank you for handling details beyond my reach. When impatience arises, help me to trust your unseen work. I choose faith over worry. My heart rests in your ongoing care. Lord, I thank you for the way you gently redirect me when I drift from what truly matters. I am grateful that you do not abandon me when I lose focus. Thank you for guiding me back with kindness rather than frustration. Help me to remain sensitive to your guidance. I welcome your correction with trust. You lead me back to peace. Father, I thank you for the reassurance that you remain constant in a changing world. I am grateful that while circumstances shift, your love remains steady. Thank you for being my anchor when everything else feels uncertain. Help me to keep my eyes fixed on you. I trust your unchanging nature. My heart finds stability in you. Lord, I thank you for the quiet confidence that grows as I continue walking with you through this day. I am grateful that confidence built on you does not waver easily. Thank you for reminding me that I am not alone in anything I face. Help me to move forward with calm assurance. I place my trust fully in you. You walk beside me faithfully. Father, I thank you for the peace that flows when I choose trust over fear again and again. I am grateful that you patiently invite me back to peace whenever fear arises. Thank you for never growing tired of reassuring me. Help me to continue choosing trust throughout this day. I rely on your presence and promises. My heart remains peaceful in you. Father, I thank you for the quiet reassurance that fills my heart when I remember that you are attentive to every detail of my life. I am grateful that nothing about me is overlooked or forgotten by you. Thank you for caring about the small concerns I sometimes hesitate to bring before you. When I feel unsure whether something matters, remind me that everything matters to you. Help me to approach you freely with honesty and trust. I rest in the knowledge that you see me fully. Your care surrounds me today. Lord, I thank you for the patience you show me as I continue to learn how to trust you more deeply. I am grateful that you never rush my growth or compare my journey to anyone else's. Thank you for allowing me to take one step at a time without pressure. When I feel tempted to hurry progress, remind me that steady growth is meaningful. Help me to appreciate where I am instead of focusing only on where I hope to be. I trust the pace you have set for me. My journey unfolds under your watchful care. Father, I thank you for the clarity you bring when my heart feels divided between many desires. I am grateful that you help me simplify my focus and return to what truly matters. Thank you for guiding me toward priorities that bring peace rather than stress. When my attention feels scattered, gently gather my thoughts back to you. Help me to choose what nourishes my spirit. I trust you to realign my heart with wisdom. My focus is restored in you. Lord, I thank you for the calm strength you provide when unexpected moments interrupt my plans. I am grateful that you equip me to respond with grace, rather than frustration. Thank you for reminding me that interruptions are not always obstacles, but sometimes invitations. Help me to remain flexible and open to what you may be teaching me. When plans shift, guide my attitude toward patience. I trust you in moments that feel inconvenient. You remain in control. Father, I thank you for the compassion you grow within me as I learn to understand others more deeply. I am grateful that you soften my heart toward perspectives different from my own. Thank you for teaching me to listen without judgment and respond with care. When misunderstandings arise, help me to seek peace rather than being right. Guide my heart toward empathy and kindness. I trust you to shape how I love others. Compassion flows through me today. Lord, I thank you for the freedom you offer when I release unrealistic expectations of myself. I am grateful that you invite me to walk in grace, rather than perfection. Thank you for reminding me that mistakes are part of learning, not reasons for shame. When self-criticism begins to rise, gently guide me back to your truth. Help me to treat myself with patience as you do. I rest in your grace today. My heart feels lighter in your presence. Father, I thank you for the quiet moments of reflection you place throughout my day. I am grateful that these moments help me reconnect with you and realign my heart. Thank you for inviting me to pause rather than pushing through without awareness. When life feels hurried, remind me to slow down. Help me to cherish these moments of stillness. I welcome reflection, guided by your peace. My soul benefits from your gentle pauses. Lord, I thank you for the strength you give me to continue even when motivation feels low. I am grateful that you sustain me beyond my own energy. Thank you for reminding me that perseverance does not rely solely on feelings. When discouragement whispers, draw my attention back to your faithfulness. Help me to keep moving forward with quiet trust. I rely on you for endurance today. You carry me when I feel tired. Father, I thank you for the joy that grows when I focus on your presence, rather than my circumstances. I am grateful that joy does not require everything to be perfect. Thank you for teaching me that joy is rooted in relationship with you. When challenges arise, remind me where my joy comes from. Help me to choose joy intentionally. I welcome this joy into my heart today. It strengthens me from within. Lord, I thank you for the wisdom you offer when I reflect on past experiences. I am grateful that you help me learn without dwelling in regret. Thank you for transforming past mistakes into lessons that guide me forward. When memories surface, help me to view them through grace. Teach me to carry insight without heaviness. I trust you with my past and my future. You redeem every season. Father, I thank you for the quiet confidence that builds when I trust you with what I cannot change. I am grateful that surrender brings peace rather than loss. Thank you for reminding me that releasing control allows space for trust. When resistance arises, gently lead me back to surrender. Help me to place outcomes in your hands. I trust your plans more than my own. My heart rests in surrender. Lord, I thank you for the steadiness you provide when my thoughts begin to wander toward fear. I am grateful that you gently redirect my focus without condemnation. Thank you for reminding me that fear does not need to guide my decisions. When anxious thoughts arise, help me return to truth. Teach me to anchor my mind in your promises. I choose trust over fear. My mind remains steady in you. Father, I thank you for the reassurance that I am never behind in your timing. I am grateful that you are not measuring my life by deadlines or milestones. Thank you for reminding me that your plans unfold at the right pace. When comparison tries to steal my peace, guide me back to trust. Help me to remain content with where I am today. I trust your timing completely. My journey is secure in you. Lord, I thank you for the gentle hope you place in my heart, even when answers feel delayed. I am grateful that hope continues to grow quietly within me. Thank you for reminding me that waiting does not mean inactivity but trust. When impatience arises, strengthen my faith. Help me to hold on to hope with calm assurance. I trust that you are working. Hope remains alive in me today. Father, I thank you for the peace that comes when I remember that you are greater than any challenge I face. I am grateful that nothing overwhelms you. Thank you for reminding me that I do not need to face difficulties alone. When challenges arise, draw me closer to you. Help me to rely on your strength rather than my own. I trust you in every situation. You remain my refuge. Lord, I thank you for the sense of purpose you place in my heart. Even during ordinary tasks, I am grateful that nothing done with you is insignificant. Thank you for using everyday moments to shape my character and faith. Help me to approach each task with intention and gratitude. I trust you to give meaning to my efforts. My life reflects purpose through you. Father, I thank you for the assurance that you continue walking with me through every hour of this day. I am grateful that your presence does not fade as time passes. Thank you for remaining faithful in both quiet and active moments. Help me to continue acknowledging you as I move forward. I place the rest of this day in your care. You walk beside me always. Father, I thank you for the quiet confidence that grows when I remember that you are guiding my life with intention and care. I am grateful that nothing about my journey is accidental or overlooked. Thank you for reassuring me that even when progress feels slow, you are still leading me forward. When I begin to question whether I am on the right path, gently remind me of your presence. Help me to trust the direction you are taking me, even when I cannot yet see the destination. I rest in the knowledge that you are guiding every step. My heart feels secure in your leadership. Lord, I thank you for the peace that settles when I stop striving and allow you to work in your way. I am grateful that you do not ask me to carry burdens alone. Thank you for inviting me to place my concerns before you instead of holding them tightly within myself. When I feel tempted to take control again, remind me of the peace found in surrender. Help me to loosen my grip and trust your wisdom. I choose rest over strain today. My soul finds relief in you. Father, I thank you for the gentle discipline you offer when my focus drifts away from what nourishes my spirit. I am grateful that you correct me with love rather than harshness. Thank you for guiding me back to healthier thoughts and habits. When I feel pulled toward distractions, remind me of what truly brings peace. Help me to realign my attention toward you. I trust your guidance even when redirection is needed. My heart remains open to your leading. Lord, I thank you for the kindness you place in my heart toward others, even when interactions feel challenging. I am grateful that you help me see beyond surface behavior to deeper needs. Thank you for teaching me patience when understanding does not come easily. When I feel frustrated, guide my response toward grace. Help me to remember that everyone is learning and growing. I trust you to shape my reactions with compassion. Love flows through me today. Father, I thank you for the resilience you continue to build within me through daily experiences. I am grateful that resilience grows quietly, often unnoticed, until it is needed. Thank you for strengthening my faith through small acts of trust. When I feel stretched, remind me of how you have sustained me before. Help me to recognize the strength you have already placed within me. I rely on you as my source of endurance. You steady me through every challenge. Lord, I thank you for the calm assurance that comes when I remember that you know the future far better than I do. I am grateful that my uncertainty does not hinder your plans. Thank you for holding tomorrow with the same care you hold today. When worries about the future arise, gently guide me back to the present moment. Help me to trust you one day at a time. I place my hope in you. My future rests safely in your hands. Father, I thank you for the humility you teach me when I recognize my need for you. I am grateful that dependence on you brings freedom rather than limitation. Thank you for reminding me that I am never meant to walk alone. When I feel tempted to rely only on myself, draw me back into trust. Help me to remain open to receiving your help. I choose reliance over pride. My strength is found in you. Lord, I thank you for the gratitude that deepens as I become more aware of your involvement in my life. I am grateful that gratitude shifts my perspective and softens my heart. Thank you for opening my eyes to blessings I once overlooked. When routine dulls my awareness, remind me of your goodness. Help me to cultivate thankfulness intentionally. I choose gratitude again today. My heart remains thankful in you. Father, I thank you for the gentle encouragement you offer when I feel uncertain about my abilities. I am grateful that you see potential in me beyond my self-doubt. Thank you for reminding me that you equip those you call. When insecurity arises, guide me back to trust in your strength. Help me to step forward with confidence rooted in you. I trust you to work through me. You empower me with grace. Lord, I thank you for the peace that comes when I let go of the need to rush results. I am grateful that growth unfolds naturally under your care. Thank you for teaching me patience with processes I cannot speed up. When impatience rises, remind me that you are never late. Help me to remain faithful in the present moment. I trust the timing you have set. My heart remains calm as I wait. Father, I thank you for the quiet joy that appears when I choose contentment over comparison. I am grateful that you have designed my path uniquely. Thank you for reminding me that fulfillment is found in faithfulness, not in measuring myself against others. When comparison threatens my peace, guide me back to gratitude. Help me to celebrate the journey you have given me. I choose contentment today. My heart rests in what you provide. Lord, I thank you for the wisdom you give me to recognize when I need rest, reflection, or redirection. I am grateful that you care for my well-being deeply. Thank you for teaching me to listen to my inner signals with discernment. When I feel drained, guide me toward renewal. Help me to respond to my needs with wisdom, rather than guilt. I trust you to restore me. You care for every part of me. Father, I thank you for the hope that remains steady, even when answers are delayed. I am grateful that hope is rooted in who you are rather than what I see. Thank you for sustaining my faith through waiting. When discouragement tries to rise, strengthen my trust. Help me to hold on to hope quietly and confidently. I believe in your promises. Hope continues to grow within me. Lord, I thank you for the peace that settles when I remember that you are greater than any fear that tries to arise. I am grateful that fear does not have authority over my life. Thank you for reminding me that your presence brings safety and reassurance. When fear whispers uncertainty, draw me closer to you. Help me to anchor my heart in your truth. I choose trust over fear. My heart remains steady in you. Father, I thank you for the sense of purpose you place within my heart as I move through this day. I am grateful that even simple actions hold meaning when guided by you. Thank you for using ordinary moments to shape my character. Help me to approach each task with intention and gratitude. I trust you to bring purpose to what I do. My life reflects meaning through you. Lord, I thank you for the reassurance that you walk with me through both progress and setbacks. I am grateful that neither success nor difficulty changes your love for me. Thank you for remaining constant in every season. When I feel discouraged, remind me that you are still with me. Help me to keep moving forward with trust. I place my confidence in you. You walk beside me faithfully. Father, I thank you for the peace that continues to grow as I remain mindful of your presence. I am grateful that peace is available at any moment when I turn my heart toward you. Thank you for being my refuge throughout this day. Help me to continue choosing trust and gratitude. I rest in your presence now and always. You are my peace. Father, I thank you for the steady reassurance that settles in my heart when I remember that you are always near. I am grateful that your presence does not depend on my awareness or attention, but remains constant regardless. Thank you for walking with me even when my mind is occupied with many thoughts. When I forget to acknowledge you, gently remind me that you are still there. Help me to return my focus to you throughout the day. I rest in the comfort of your nearness. Your presence calms my heart. Lord, I thank you for the wisdom you offer when I pause long enough to listen. I am grateful that you speak through peace, clarity, and quiet understanding. Thank you for guiding me without confusion or pressure. When my thoughts feel crowded, help me to slow down and seek you. Teach me to value discernment over haste. I trust you to lead me in the right direction. Your wisdom guides my steps today. Father, I thank you for the compassion you show me when I feel uncertain or unsure of myself. I am grateful that you meet my insecurity with reassurance rather than judgment. Thank you for reminding me that growth often includes moments of doubt. When self-questioning arises, guide me back to truth. Help me to see myself through your loving perspective. I receive your compassion freely. My heart softens in your care. Lord, I thank you for the gentle reminders you place in my path to trust you more deeply. I am grateful that you invite trust rather than demand it. Thank you for showing me through experience that you are faithful. When I hesitate, remind me of the times you have already carried me through. Help me to step forward with confidence, rooted in your past faithfulness. I choose trust again today. My heart leans toward you. Father, I thank you for the peace that comes when I stop measuring my worth by productivity. I am grateful that my value is not tied to what I accomplish, but to who I am in you. Thank you for freeing me from unnecessary pressure. When I feel tempted to overextend myself, remind me to rest. Help me to work from a place of peace rather than striving. I receive balance from you today. My heart remains steady. Lord, I thank you for the strength you provide to handle responsibilities with calm assurance. I am grateful that you equip me for each task as it comes. Thank you for reminding me that I do not need to carry tomorrow's concerns today. When responsibilities feel heavy, guide me back to trust. Help me to approach each task with patience and clarity. I rely on your strength throughout this day. You support me in every moment. Father, I thank you for the kindness you show me when I fall short of my own expectations. I am grateful that you offer grace instead of disappointment. Thank you for reminding me that mistakes do not define me. When I feel discouraged by imperfection, draw me back to your love. Help me to extend grace to myself as you do. I receive your mercy again today. My heart finds comfort in you. Lord, I thank you for the ability to recognize when I need to pause and reflect. I am grateful that you invite me into moments of stillness even during busy days. Thank you for helping me reconnect with what matters most. When I feel rushed, gently guide me to slow down. Help me to create space for your presence. I welcome reflection, guided by peace. My spirit is refreshed in you. Father, I thank you for the resilience you continue to grow within me through daily faithfulness. I am grateful that strength is built quietly over time. Thank you for sustaining me even when progress feels subtle. When I feel tired, remind me of how far you have already brought me. Help me to trust the process you are shaping. I rely on you for endurance. You strengthen me steadily. Lord, I thank you for the calm assurance that comes when I remember that you see the whole picture of my life. I am grateful that my limited understanding does not limit your plans. Thank you for guiding me with wisdom far beyond my perspective. When confusion arises, help me to trust you rather than my own assumptions. Teach me to lean into faith. I place my understanding in your hands. You lead me wisely. Father, I thank you for the humility you teach me as I learn to listen more than I speak. I am grateful that humility opens space for growth. Thank you for guiding my words with care and intention. When I feel tempted to respond quickly, remind me to pause. Help me to speak words that bring peace and understanding. I trust you to guide my communication. My words reflect your grace today. Lord, I thank you for the peace that comes when I release expectations of how things should unfold. I am grateful that surrender allows space for trust. Thank you for reminding me that flexibility brings freedom. When plans change, help me to remain calm and open. Teach me to trust you in uncertainty. I rest in your guidance today. My heart stays peaceful. Father, I thank you for the encouragement you provide when motivation feels low. I am grateful that you meet me with gentle support rather than pressure. Thank you for reminding me that faithfulness matters even when enthusiasm fades. When discouragement arises, strengthen my resolve. Help me to continue moving forward with quiet trust. I rely on you for encouragement. You lift my spirit. Lord, I thank you for the gratitude that deepens as I continue to notice your involvement in my life. I am grateful that awareness of your presence changes how I experience the day. Thank you for opening my eyes to small blessings, When routine dulls my perspective, renew my sense of gratitude. Help me to remain thankful intentionally. My heart stays grateful in you. Father, I thank you for the hope that gently sustains me even when outcomes remain uncertain. I am grateful that hope is rooted in your unchanging nature. Thank you for carrying my faith through waiting seasons. When impatience rises, strengthen my trust. Help me to hold on to hope quietly. I believe in your promises. Hope remains alive in me. Lord, I thank you for the peace that comes from knowing I am never alone. I am grateful that your companionship remains constant. Thank you for being present in both quiet and busy moments. When loneliness tries to surface, remind me of your closeness. Help me to rest in this assurance. I am never abandoned. Your presence comforts me. Father, I thank you for the sense of purpose you weave into even ordinary moments. I am grateful that nothing done with you is insignificant. Thank you for using simple acts of faithfulness for greater good. Help me to approach each moment with intention. I trust you to bring meaning to my day. My life reflects purpose through you. Lord, I thank you for the calm confidence that grows as I continue to walk with you. I am grateful that confidence rooted in you does not depend on circumstances. Thank you for reminding me that you are with me in all things. Help me to move forward with steady trust. I place the rest of this day in your hands. You walk beside me faithfully. Father, I thank you for the steady presence you maintain in my life, even when I am not consciously aware of it. I am grateful that you remain close, whether my day feels calm or demanding. Thank you for never withdrawing your care when my attention drifts. When I become distracted by responsibilities or concerns, gently draw my awareness back to you. Help me to remember that I can turn to you at any moment. I rest in the assurance that you are always near. Your presence anchors my heart to. Lord, I thank you for the peace that grows when I trust you with outcomes beyond my control. I am grateful that I do not need to manage every detail of my life. Thank you for reminding me that surrender is not loss, but freedom. When I feel tempted to worry, guide me back to trust. Help me to place results in your hands with confidence. I release what I cannot control. My heart remains light in you. Father, I thank you for the insight you give me when I reflect honestly on my thoughts and attitudes. I am grateful that you help me recognize what nurtures peace and what disrupts it. Thank you for guiding me toward healthier ways of thinking. When negative patterns try to return, gently redirect my focus. Help me to choose thoughts that align with your truth. I trust you to renew my mind. My thoughts are guided by your wisdom today. Lord, I thank you for the grace you extend when I feel emotionally vulnerable. I am grateful that you do not expect strength at all times. Thank you for meeting me with compassion when I feel fragile or unsure. When I need comfort, remind me that you are my safe place. Help me to be honest with you about how I feel. I receive your comfort freely. My heart feels held in your care. Father, I thank you for the patience you teach me as I navigate relationships throughout this day. I am grateful that you remind me to slow down and respond with understanding. Thank you for helping me see others through your eyes. When misunderstandings arise, guide me toward grace, rather than frustration. Help me to listen deeply and speak gently. I trust you to shape my interactions with love. My relationships reflect your kindness. Lord, I thank you for the humility you cultivate in me. As I continue to grow, I am grateful that humility allows space for learning and transformation. Thank you for reminding me that I do not need to have all the answers. When pride tries to surface, gently guide me back to openness. Help me to remain teachable and receptive. I trust you to lead me in wisdom. My heart stays open before you. Father, I thank you for the quiet strength you give me to keep moving forward even when progress feels slow. I am grateful that faithfulness matters more than speed. Thank you for encouraging me to remain consistent rather than discouraged. When I feel tempted to give up, remind me of how far you have already carried me. Help me to trust that small steps still move me forward. I rely on you for perseverance. You sustain me with steady strength. Lord, I thank you for the peace that comes when I remember that you are always working behind the scenes. I am grateful that your work does not depend on my awareness or understanding. Thank you for handling matters beyond my reach. When I feel anxious about things I cannot see, draw my heart back to trust. Help me to rest in your unseen work. I choose faith over worry. My heart remains calm in you. Father, I thank you for the clarity you provide when I take time to pause and reflect. I am grateful that you help me see situations more clearly when I step back. Thank you for guiding my perspective with truth. When confusion arises, remind me to seek you rather than rush conclusion. Help me to approach challenges thoughtfully. I trust you to guide my understanding. My perspective aligns with your wisdom. Lord, I thank you for the kindness you show me through moments of encouragement and reassurance. I am grateful for the subtle ways you remind me that I am not alone. Thank you for speaking through gentle nudges and quiet confirmations. When doubt creeps in, guide me back to these reminders. Help me to remain attentive to your encouragement. I receive your reassurance today. My spirit feels supported. Father, I thank you for the hope you sustain within me, even when circumstances feel uncertain. I am grateful that hope does not fade because it is rooted in you. Thank you for reminding me that your plans remain good. When uncertainty lingers, strengthen my trust. Help me to hold on to hope patiently. I believe in your faithfulness. Hope continues to live within me. Lord, I thank you for the peace that comes when I accept where I am, without resistance. I am grateful that contentment grows when I stop striving against the present moment. Thank you for teaching me to embrace today as it is. When restlessness arises, guide me back to acceptance. Help me to trust that growth is still happening. I rest in where I am now. Your peace fills my heart. Father, I thank you for the assurance that you walk with me through both clarity and uncertainty. I am grateful that neither knowing nor not knowing separates me from you. Thank you for remaining present in all seasons. When I feel unsure of my next step, remind me that you are still guiding me. Help me to continue walking with trust. I place my confidence in you. You never leave my side. Lord, I thank you for the joy that gently returns when I choose gratitude again. I am grateful that joy grows quietly when my heart focuses on you. Thank you for reminding me that joy is not dependent on perfect conditions. When heaviness tries to linger, guide me back to thankfulness. Help me to choose joy intentionally. I welcome joy into my heart. It strengthens me today. Father, I thank you for the reassurance that you remain constant even when my emotions shift. I am grateful that your love does not change with my mood or performance. Thank you for being steady when I feel unsettled. Help me to anchor my heart in your unchanging nature. I trust your love completely. My heart feels secure in you. Lord, I thank you for the quiet confidence that builds as I continue this day in your presence. I am grateful that confidence rooted in you does not waver easily. Thank you for reminding me that I do not walk alone. Help me to move forward with steady trust. I place my steps in your care. You walk beside me faithfully. Father, I thank you for the peace that continues to deepen as I remain aware of your presence. I am grateful that peace is always available when I turn my heart toward you. Thank you for being my refuge throughout this day. Help me to continue choosing trust and gratitude. I rest in you now and always. You are my peace. Father, I thank you for the quiet reassurance that returns whenever I pause and remember who you are. I am grateful that even when my thoughts drift, you remain steady and attentive. Thank you for inviting me back into awareness of your presence without pressure or guilt. When my focus scatters, gently gather my heart again. Help me to remember that I am never far from you. I choose to return to you again and again throughout this day. Your nearness brings calm to my soul. Lord, I thank you for the wisdom you give me to discern what deserves my energy and what I can release. I am grateful that you help me recognize when something is not mine to carry. Thank you for reminding me that boundaries are part of wisdom, not selfishness. When I feel stretched too thin, guide me back to balance. Help me to trust that saying no to some things allows me to say yes to what matters most. I rely on you to order my priorities. My energy rests under your guidance. Father, I thank you for the peace that grows when I stop replaying past moments and focus on the present. I am grateful that you meet me here, not in regrets or what-ifs. Thank you for freeing me from the weight of dwelling on what cannot be changed. When old memories resurface, help me to release them into your care. Teach me to live fully in this moment with you. I receive today as it is. My heart settles into now. Lord, I thank you for the compassion You awaken in me toward those who are struggling, even when I cannot fully understand their journey. I am grateful that you soften my heart, instead of hardening it. Thank you for reminding me that kindness can be quiet and still powerful. When I feel tempted to withdraw, guide me toward empathy. Help me to reflect your love through patience and grace. I trust you to shape how I care for others. Compassion flows gently through me. Father, I thank you for the steady strength you provide when I feel mentally tired or emotionally drained. I am grateful that you do not expect me to rely on my own reserves alone. Thank you for offering renewal that reaches deeper than surface rest. When my energy dips, draw me closer to you. Help me to receive strength instead of pushing through exhaustion. I lean on you for renewal. You restore me from within. Lord, I thank you for the peace that comes when I accept that growth does not happen all at once. I am grateful that you value progress made in small, faithful steps. Thank you for reminding me that transformation is often gradual. When I feel impatient with myself, guide me back to grace. Help me to trust the work you are doing over time. I choose patience with my process. My growth unfolds under your care. Father, I thank you for the quiet joy that appears when I let go of expectations and simply receive what is. I am grateful that joy does not always arrive loudly, but gently. Thank you for teaching me to appreciate simple moments. When I feel restless, guide me back to contentment. Help me to notice the good that already surrounds me. I welcome joy into this moment. It fills my heart softly. Lord, I thank you for the clarity you bring when I stop overthinking and trust your guidance. I am grateful that you lead me through peace rather than pressure. Thank you for reminding me that not every question needs an immediate answer. When my mind races, help me to slow down and listen. Teach me to value discernment over certainty. I trust you to guide me step by step. My mind rests in your wisdom. Father, I thank you for the humility you teach me. When I realize I do not have to do everything on my own, I am grateful that asking for help is part of walking wisely with you. Thank you for surrounding me with support in different forms. When I feel tempted to isolate, draw me back into connection. Help me to receive help with gratitude. I rely on you and the help you provide. I am not alone. Lord, I thank you for the reassurance that you are present even when prayers feel quiet or unanswered. I am grateful that silence does not mean absence. Thank you for reminding me that you are still listening and still working. When I feel uncertain, help me to trust your unseen activity. Teach me to remain faithful, even in quiet seasons. I believe you hear every prayer. My trust remains steady in you. Father, I thank you for the patience you extend toward me as I learn to respond rather than react. I am grateful that you guide me gently toward maturity. Thank you for helping me pause before speaking or acting. When emotions rise quickly, remind me to breathe and seek you. Help me to choose responses shaped by peace. I trust you to guide my reactions. My responses reflect your calm today. Lord, I thank you for the sense of safety I feel, knowing that my life is held in your hands. I am grateful that nothing I face today is beyond your care. Thank you for being attentive to every detail of my life. When uncertainty feels unsettling, remind me that you are already present in what lies ahead. Help me to walk forward without fear. I trust your protection completely. My heart feels secure in you. Father, I thank you for the hope that quietly strengthens me when progress is not immediately visible. I am grateful that hope does not depend on quick results. Thank you for teaching me to trust the unseen work you are doing. When waiting feels heavy, renew my faith. Help me to hold on to hope with patience. I believe in your promises. Hope continues to rise within me. Lord, I thank you for the peace that comes when I release the need to compare my life to others. I am grateful that you have designed my path uniquely and intentionally. Thank you for reminding me that comparison steals joy. When I feel tempted to measure myself against others, guide me back to gratitude. Help me to appreciate the journey you have given me. I choose contentment today. My heart rests in your design. Father, I thank you for the encouragement you provide through quiet reminders of how far I have come. I am grateful that you see growth even when I overlook it. Thank you for celebrating faithfulness rather than perfection. When I feel discouraged, remind me of progress already made. Help me to keep moving forward with trust. I rely on your encouragement. You strengthen me gently. Lord, I thank you for the peace that comes when I remember that you are never rushed. I am grateful that you operate beyond pressure and deadlines. Thank you for inviting me to adopt your calm pace. When I feel hurried, guide me back to stillness. Help me to move through this day without urgency. I trust your timing completely. My heart slows in your presence. Father, I thank you for the quiet confidence that grows as I continue to walk with you. I am grateful that confidence rooted in you does not depend on circumstances. Thank you for reminding me that I am supported and guided. Help me to keep trusting you through the rest of this day. I place my steps in your care. You walk beside me faithfully. Lord, I thank you for the peace that continues to deepen as I remain aware of your presence. I am grateful that peace is always available when I turn my heart toward you. Thank you for being my refuge throughout this day. Help me to continue choosing trust and gratitude. I rest in you now and always. You are my peace. Father, I thank you for the quiet steadiness you bring to my heart when the day begins to feel long and my focus starts to waver. I am grateful that you remain patient with me when my energy shifts and my attention drifts. Thank you for reminding me that I can return to you at any point without hesitation or shame. When I feel mentally tired, draw me back into your calming presence. Help me to remember that rest can be found even while I continue moving forward. I place my attention back in your care. Your steadiness renews me. Lord, I thank you for the grace you give me to remain gentle with myself when I feel I have not done enough. I am grateful that you do not measure me by checklists or accomplishments. Thank you for reminding me that being present with you matters more than being productive. When self-criticism arises, guide me back to compassion. Help me to rest in the truth that I am already accepted. I receive your grace without condition. My heart softens under your care. Father, I thank you for the peace that grows when I stop replaying conversations and overanalyzing moments. I am grateful that you free my mind from unnecessary mental weight. Thank you for inviting me to release thoughts that no longer serve peace. When my mind loops through worry, gently interrupt it with your truth. Help me to bring my thoughts back to the present moment with you. I trust you to guard my mind. My thoughts settle into calm. Lord, I thank you for the compassion you help me extend toward people who challenge my patience. I am grateful that you remind me that everyone is carrying unseen struggles. Thank you for softening my reactions and guiding my responses. When frustration rises, help me pause and choose grace. Teach me to respond with understanding rather than irritation. I rely on you to shape my heart. Compassion leads my interactions today. Father, I thank you for the quiet courage you grow within me to keep showing up even when I feel unsure. I am grateful that courage does not require certainty, only trust. Thank you for walking with me when confidence feels fragile. When doubt whispers hesitation, remind me that you are already with me. Help me to take the next step without fear. I trust you to meet me there. Your presence strengthens my courage. Lord, I thank you for the peace that comes when I stop trying to predict every outcome. I am grateful that I do not need to know what comes next to remain secure. Thank you for reminding me that my safety rests in you, not in foresight. When my mind tries to rush ahead, guide me back to trust. Help me to live fully in this moment with you. I release the future into your hands. My heart remains calm. Father, I thank you for the way you gently remind me to breathe when life feels heavy. I am grateful that even simple breaths can become moments of connection with you. Thank you for being present in the smallest acts of care. When tension builds in my body, help me to slow down and release it to you. Teach me to listen to what my body and spirit need. I welcome your calm into my breath. Ease flows through me. Lord, I thank you for the clarity you provide when I stop forcing solutions and allow you to lead. I am grateful that you guide me with peace rather than pressure. Thank you for reminding me that not every problem needs immediate resolution. When I feel the urge to fix everything at once, help me to trust your process. Teach me to wait with confidence. I place decisions in your care. You guide me wisely. Father, I thank you for the reassurance that I am not failing when progress feels quiet. I am grateful that growth often happens beneath the surface. Thank you for working in ways I cannot always see. When I feel discouraged by lack of visible change, remind me that you are still at work. Help me to trust the unseen progress. I rely on your faithfulness. My growth continues under your care. Lord, I thank you for the humility you cultivate in me as I learn to receive rather than always give. I am grateful that you remind me it is okay to rest and be supported. Thank you for teaching me balance through surrender. When I feel compelled to do more than I should, guide me back to wisdom. Help me to receive without guilt. I trust you to meet my needs. I am cared for. Father, I thank you for the peace that comes when I accept that some answers take time. I am grateful that waiting with you is not wasted. Thank you for using waiting seasons to strengthen my faith. When impatience surfaces, gently remind me of your perfect timing. Help me to wait with hope instead of anxiety. I trust your unfolding plan. My heart remains patient. Lord, I thank you for the kindness you show me through reminders of how far I have come. I am grateful that you see progress I often overlook. Thank you for celebrating faithfulness over perfection. When I feel behind, remind me of the steps already taken. Help me to continue moving forward with trust. I receive your encouragement. It lifts my spirit. Father, I thank you for the quiet joy that appears when I stop striving and simply allow myself to be with you. I am grateful that joy does not always come from achievement, but from connection. Thank you for teaching me to appreciate stillness. When restlessness arises, guide me back to contentment. Help me to savor moments of peace. Joy settles gently in my heart. Lord, I thank you for the safety I feel knowing that you hold every part of my life. I am grateful that nothing about me is too small for your attention. Thank you for being deeply involved in my journey. When uncertainty feels unsettling, remind me that you are already present. Help me to trust your care completely. I rest securely in you. Father, I thank you for the hope that continues to rise even when circumstances remain unchanged. I am grateful that hope is rooted in who you are. Thank you for sustaining my faith quietly. When discouragement tries to linger, strengthen my trust. Help me to hold on to hope with calm assurance. I believe in your promises. Hope remains alive in me. Lord, I thank you for the peace that grows when I remember that you are greater than any challenge I face. I am grateful that nothing overwhelms you. Thank you for reminding me that I am never alone in difficulty. When challenges arise, draw me closer to you. Help me to rely on your strength. You remain my refuge. Father, I thank you for the sense of purpose you place in ordinary moments. I am grateful that nothing lived with you is meaningless. Thank you for shaping my character through everyday faithfulness. Help me to approach each moment with intention. I trust you to bring meaning to my life. My days matter because you walk with me. Lord, I thank you for the peace that continues to deepen as I remain aware of your presence. I am grateful that peace is always available when I turn my heart toward you. Thank you for being my refuge throughout this day. Help me to continue choosing trust and gratitude. I rest in you now and always. You are my peace. Father, I thank you for the quiet awareness that returns when I slow my pace and remember that you are with me in every moment. I am grateful that even when the day feels long, you do not grow tired of walking beside me. Thank you for inviting me to remain present, rather than rushing toward what comes next. When my thoughts drift ahead, gently draw my heart back to you. Help me to recognize your presence right where I am. I choose to be here with you now. Your nearness steadies my soul. Lord, I thank you for the peace that settles when I accept that I do not need to have everything figured out. I am grateful that you guide me even when my understanding is incomplete. Thank you for reminding me that trust does not require certainty. When questions linger without answers, help me to rest in faith. Teach me to walk forward one step at a time. I place unanswered questions in your hands. My heart remains calm in you. Father, I thank you for the compassion you show me when I feel emotionally worn or quietly overwhelmed. I am grateful that you notice even the weariness I do not speak aloud. Thank you for meeting me with tenderness rather than expectation. When my spirit feels heavy, draw me closer to your comfort. Help me to receive your care without resistance. I allow myself to be held by your love. You restore me gently. Lord, I thank you for the clarity you bring when I choose to pause instead of pushing forward in frustration. I am grateful that you often speak most clearly in stillness. Thank you for guiding me away from haste and toward wisdom. When I feel pressure to act quickly, remind me to wait on you. Help me to trust that clarity will come at the right time. I choose patience over urgency. You guide my steps wisely. Father, I thank you for the humility you grow in me as I learn to listen more deeply. I am grateful that humility creates space for understanding and peace. Thank you for helping me hear not only words, but the heart behind them. When I feel tempted to respond too quickly, guide me toward patience. Help me to listen with compassion and speak with care. I trust you to shape my communication. My words reflect your gentleness. Lord, I thank you for the quiet strength you give me to continue even when my motivation feels low. I am grateful that you sustain me beyond what I can sustain on my own. Thank you for reminding me that faithfulness matters even on ordinary days. When discouragement tries to creep in, renew my resolve gently. Help me to keep moving forward with trust. I rely on you for endurance. You carry me through. Father, I thank you for the peace that comes when I release comparison and focus on the path you have given me. I am grateful that my journey does not need to look like anyone else's. Thank you for reminding me that you are attentive to my individual needs and timing. When comparison steals my joy, guide me back to gratitude. Help me to appreciate the uniqueness of my path. I choose contentment today. My heart rests in your design. Lord, I thank you for the reassurance that you are working even when I do not see immediate results. I am grateful that your work often unfolds quietly. Thank you for strengthening my faith during seasons of waiting. When impatience arises, help me to trust your unseen activity. Teach me to remain hopeful without striving. I believe you are still at work. My trust remains steady in you. Father, I thank you for the kindness you show me when I fall short of my own expectations. I am grateful that you respond with grace rather than disappointment. Thank you for reminding me that growth includes missteps. When I feel discouraged by imperfection, guide me back to compassion. Help me to extend grace to myself as you do. I receive your mercy freely. My heart feels lighter. Lord, I thank you for the peace that settles when I accept that rest is part of faith, not a reward for effort. I am grateful that you invite me to rest without guilt. Thank you for reminding me that rest restores clarity and strength. When I feel tempted to push beyond my limits, guide me back to balance. Help me to honor the need for rest. I receive your rest now. My soul is refreshed. Father, I thank you for the hope that quietly sustains me even when circumstances remain unchanged. I am grateful that hope is anchored in you, not in outcomes. Thank you for carrying my faith through uncertainty. When discouragement tries to linger, strengthen my trust. Help me to hold on to hope patiently. I believe in your promises. Hope continues to live in me. Lord, I thank you for the peace that comes when I remember that you are greater than every concern I carry. I am grateful that nothing overwhelms you. Thank you for reminding me that I do not face challenges alone. When worries arise, draw me closer to you. Help me to lean on your strength. You remain my refuge and my support. Father, I thank you for the sense of purpose you weave into even the simplest moments. I am grateful that nothing lived with you is insignificant. Thank you for shaping my character through everyday faithfulness. Help me to approach each moment with intention and care. I trust you to bring meaning to my life. My days are valuable in your sight. Lord, I thank you for the reassurance that you walk with me through both progress and pauses. I am grateful that neither momentum nor stillness separates me from you. Thank you for remaining present in every season. When I feel unsure of my pace, remind me that you are still guiding me. Help me to continue walking with trust. I place my confidence in you. You never leave my side. Father, I thank you for the quiet joy that grows when I choose gratitude again. I am grateful that joy does not depend on perfect conditions. Thank you for teaching me to notice goodness even in ordinary moments. When heaviness tries to linger, guide me back to thankfulness. Help me to welcome joy intentionally. My heart fills gently with joy. Lord, I thank you for the calm assurance that you are faithful in all things. I am grateful that your faithfulness does not waver with circumstances. Thank you for being constant when life feels uncertain. Help me to anchor my heart in your unchanging nature. I trust you completely. My heart feels secure in you. Father, I thank you for the peace that continues to deepen as I remain aware of your presence. I am grateful that peace is always available when I turn my heart toward you. Thank you for being my refuge throughout this day. Help me to continue choosing trust and gratitude. I rest in you now and always. You are my peace. Father, I thank you for bringing me to this moment with a heart that is still open to you. I am grateful that throughout this day, you have remained patient, attentive, and near. Thank you for every quiet nudge, every gentle reminder, and every unseen way you carried me. When I look back over this day, I see your care woven through each moment. Help me to recognize that you were present even when I was not fully aware. I acknowledge your faithfulness with gratitude. My heart rests in you as this prayer continues. Lord, I thank you for the peace that comes when I remember that I do not walk through life alone. I am grateful that your companionship does not fade with time or circumstance. Thank you for staying with me through moments of clarity and moments of uncertainty. When I feel tired or reflective, remind me that you are still holding me. Help me to lean into your presence rather than my own understanding. I trust that you remain beside me always. Your closeness comforts my heart. Father, I thank you for the way you gently teach me to let go at the end of each day. I am grateful that I do not need to carry everything with me into tomorrow. Thank you for inviting me to release unfinished thoughts, lingering concerns, and quiet worries into your care. When my mind tries to hold on, guide me towards surrender. Help me to trust you with what remains unresolved. I place everything into your hands now. My heart feels lighter in your presence. Lord, I thank you for the grace you extend as I reflect honestly on myself. I am grateful that you see me fully and love me completely. Thank you for meeting me with compassion rather than judgment. When I notice areas where I still need growth, help me to respond with patience instead of discouragement. Teach me to trust that you are still shaping me. I receive your grace without fear. Your love surrounds me fully. Father, I thank you for the hope that continues to live quietly within me. I am grateful that hope does not depend on how today unfolded. Thank you for reminding me that tomorrow is already held in your care. When uncertainty about the future arises, help me to return to trust. Teach me to rest in the truth that you go before me. I place my hope in you alone. Hope settles gently in my heart. Lord, I thank you for the peace that grows when I stop striving and simply allow myself to be with you. I am grateful that I do not need to perform or prove anything in your presence. Thank you for welcoming me just as I am. When I feel the urge to measure or evaluate myself, guide me back to rest. Help me to remain still and receive your peace. I choose rest over effort. My soul relaxes in you. Father, I thank you for the way you have guided my steps today, even when I did not recognize it in the moment. I am grateful that you protect, redirect, and support me quietly. Thank you for the wisdom you gave me and the restraint you provide. When I look back, help me to trust that nothing was wasted. Teach me to see your hand in both action and pause. I trust your guidance completely. My steps remain secure in you. Lord, I thank you for the kindness you show me when I grow weary. I am grateful that you understand my limits and meet me there. Thank you for inviting me to rest without guilt or fear. When my body and mind ask for stillness, help me to honor that need. Teach me that rest is part of trust. I receive your gentle care now. You restore me tenderly. Father, I thank you for the peace that comes when I remember that you are in control. I am grateful that I do not need to manage every outcome. Thank you for holding what I cannot carry. When anxiety tries to rise, guide me back to surrender. Help me to trust that you are working even now. I release control into your hands. My heart remains calm. Lord, I thank you for the love you have shown me in countless ways throughout my life. I am grateful that your love has been steady even when I struggled to notice it. Thank you for loving me patiently and faithfully. When I feel undeserving, remind me that your love is not earned. Help me to receive it freely. I accept your love fully. It fills every part of me. Father, I thank you for the assurance that you will continue walking with me beyond this moment. I am grateful that your presence does not end when this prayer ends. Thank you for being with me in every hour that follows. When tomorrow comes, help me to remember this sense of peace. Teach me to carry awareness of you forward. I trust you with what comes next. You remain my constant companion. Lord, I thank you for the clarity that comes when I place my life back into your hands. I am grateful that you welcome my trust again and again. Thank you for never growing tired of receiving my surrender. When I feel uncertain, remind me that you are faithful. Help me to continue choosing trust. I place my life fully in your care. My heart feels secure. Father, I thank you for the quiet strength you continue to build within me. I am grateful that strength rooted in you does not fade. Thank you for sustaining me even when I am unaware. When challenges arise again, remind me of this steadiness. Help me to rely on you rather than myself. I trust you to strengthen me continually. You are my foundation. Lord, I thank you for the peace that comes when I accept that I am growing at the pace you intend. I am grateful that I do not need to rush transformation. Thank you for valuing faithfulness over speed. When impatience surfaces, guide me back to patience. Help me to trust the process you are leading. I remain open to your work. My growth rests in your timing. Father, I thank you for the joy that quietly returns when I focus on you. I am grateful that joy is found not in circumstances, but in connection with you. Thank you for reminding me that joy can be gentle and steady. When life feels heavy, help me to return to this truth. I welcome joy into my heart again. It strengthens me quietly. Lord, I thank you for the safety I feel knowing that my life is held by you. I am grateful that nothing I face exists outside of your care. Thank you for being my refuge in every season. When fear tries to whisper, remind me of your protection. Help me to rest in your strength. I trust you completely. My heart feels safe. Father, I thank you for the peace that now settles as this prayer draws to a close. I am grateful that you have listened with care and love. Thank you for receiving every word and every unspoken feeling. As I move forward, help me to carry this peace with me. Teach me to return to you often. I rest in your presence. You are my peace. Lord, with a grateful heart, I place everything I am and everything I carry into your hands. I thank you for your love, your patience, and your constant presence. I trust you with today, tomorrow, and every moment ahead. I surrender myself fully to you. I remain grateful and at peace in your care. In Jesus' name I pray.